What's up, guys? Elenik here with you with another video. Today I'm going to be doing a little review on my new toy, my new laptop, Acer Nitro 5. I got it for fun and for school. I started doing a IT program, so I figured I'd upgrade my laptop considering my current laptop was a 2007 ThinkPad, so it was time for an upgrade. It still worked well. I just wanted something a little bit more performant, I guess. So I just want to show you guys what comes in the package and a little bit about the laptop. Not much special comes with it. It comes with the little booklet here that I actually didn't even open. It comes with, I don't know, a warranty card, a little quick guide, whatever. The padding, and of course the charger, which is all wrapped up here, whatever. But yeah, that's the power supply, and here is the beast itself. As I live in Canada, the model names are a little bit different. I couldn't find mine on the Acer store, the US version of the site. But this one is the AN51551705Q. That's the little designation at the end is what varies between well, the US site and the Canadian site. I got this thing on sale. It was only $100 off or whatever. It was 1,366 Canadian on special, well, $100 off, whatever. It's not too bad, I guess. The specs of this thing. Let me just open it here. Here's the inside here. Well, the inside over the keyboard, touchpad, the screen, which is nice, full HD 1080p, and the little camera up top. My model, here's like actually the specs here. Well, not all of the specs, but some of it. My model is the i7 7700HQ and the GTX 1050 Ti. I actually bought a different model at Walmart. Oh, here it's just starting it up. Look, this thing is ridiculously quick. I mean, my old laptop has an SSD upgraded into it. It's a 850 Evo. But this thing's still freaking, like, ridiculously fast. Like, it says Acer. I punch in. Oh, well, now there's updates working. I did not know that. Yeah, it says Acer. You punch in the pin and it's ready to go. But anyways, you see, that's it. I just do this. That's my name. I bought one before this. It was the same Nitro 5, but the specs were a little bit different. It was just a regular 1050, and it was the i5 model with 1 TB standard mechanical hard drive. This one, like I said before, it's the i7 7700HQ with the 1050 Ti. And this one also comes standard with a 256 GB SSD. Inside the laptop, there is an expansion bay underneath it to add a secondary hard drive. My buddy gave me a 750 gig standard hard drive, so I threw that in there for now. I'd like to put another SSD in it at some point. And 16 gigabytes of RAM, and just a little better things that I returned the other one because I wanted something a bit better, and this one was on special for like, I think it was like $100 to $200 more than the other one with the better specs, so I went for that. Honestly, I can say that I'm super happy with this thing. I like the way it looks, I like the way it performs. Let me see. Yeah, backlit keyboard's red. Red is my favorite color. Black and red is my favorite color scheme, so lucky me. The screen is really nice. 1080p looks good on this thing. It has it's an IPS wide angle as well, so that's pretty cool too. It looks nice all around. The colors are vibrant. The brightness is pretty good, and it's very sharp. The image quality, so that's always fun. I did do a lot of cleaning up on this thing. There's a lot of bloatware that comes obviously on all laptops now, but here, look, there's not that much left. I cleaned up as much as I could all the stuff that I didn't want, and and such. There are a few tweaks that I did, some by myself and some I had some assistance with a buddy that I met over Facebook and YouTube. A lot of people and the other people that do reviews on this thing complain about overheating issues. Now, I didn't have any in the beginning, and mind you, this is a gaming laptop that I don't really use for gaming because I don't play games on my PC that much. But a lot of people complain about overheating. Well, not overheating, just temperatures getting really hot, especially with the 7700. And the real simple fix for this was undervolting, actually, which obviously a lot of people know about already. A lot of people have been doing, not just with Acer laptops, but gaming laptops in general will get pretty warm. But I used throttle stop for the CPU. Undervolt is here in the Fiver thing. I undervolted it to negative 120. Well, not negative. I took off 125 millivolts from the CPU core cache, and the Intel GPU I did undervolt a little bit as well to 65.4. It's a little hard to see, but that and the other two options, and the temperatures changed immensely. Now, I don't have any intense games, and I know everybody's going to be like, oh, but the only game I do have right now is Fortnite. I'm not really good at it. I don't really like it that much, but it's the only game that I can afford considering the fact that it's free. And I just want to test out my PC with something. All the settings on max runs nicely. I get like 70, 80 frames per second or something like that. I don't know, it's not really my main concern with this thing, but the performance is good, and I haven't had temperatures over, look, right now the temperatures are reset. It says that the max there is like 47, but while I'm gaming, I don't think I've had anything over, I don't know, 80, which apparently is good. And also, I was told that undervolting the GPU as well in MSI Afterburner helps with heat, obviously, and a bit of performance as well. So I had somebody help me out with that because it wasn't as simple as undervolting the CPU. I mean, I had an okay curve here. I'll show you guys what it looks like. I had an okay curve, but I had somebody with a little bit more experience perfect it. And you can see that's the undervolted curve for the GPU. The other one, the original curve is just like a little bit more like rounded like that. No, this one has a little bit. Basically, you're putting higher clocks at lower frequencies. So, higher clocks at lower voltage. Excuse me. So that's like this part here, and then the peak here is just like the clock of your card. My buddy told me it's a slight overclock, but nothing crazy. I think it's like 1800 or something. That's nothing too intense, but performance and heat have been awesome all around. Now, I only have GPU-Z on here. I don't have CPU-Z, but it's, like I said, it's a 7700 HQ. The performance is good. The sound quality of the speakers was surprising here. Like, this is the little bit of information on C1050 Ti. Shaders, all that stuff, blah blah blah. A bit of information. That's 4 gigs of video memory, DDR5, so that's pretty cool. I haven't had, like I said, I didn't play a bunch of games on this thing, but the game that I did play, actually, I played a couple of other games that were free. I played some beta of Unreal Tournament. I played Crisis 2. I know it's old, but like max settings still looks pretty good, and it ran really well. Temperatures didn't go up high, and like I said, Fortnite ran really well too. That was pretty much the game with the highest minimum requirements that I played so far on my PC, and that was pretty cool. I mean, for a game that I'm not really crazy about, it ran well, so that was awesome. Battery life is okay. There's a lot of tutorials and such, and like settings you can play with to help increase battery life. I haven't taken my laptop out of the house, so I always have the plug right there if I ever need it. But the same friend of mine that helps me with the GPU has a bunch of videos and tutorials and all that stuff on Facebook and YouTube to increase battery life. I see people with the Acer Predator, which has a better video card, but everything else is almost the same. I see people having like 9 hours of battery life and stuff like that. Now, obviously, I don't think it actually lasts 9 hours, but it's still better than the estimated full on this thing, which is like 4 hours or something like that. And honestly, when playing games on the battery, it really doesn't last that long. I think I played maybe for about like half an hour, 45 minutes. I put everything on max settings and to the battery saver to best performance and all that stuff, but still didn't last that long. But with it plugged in, obviously you can play forever, and the performance obviously is better because running on AC power. I don't have much installed here at the moment. Like I said, I cleaned up everything. I just have like a few things. I had the benchmark for the GPU to test the undervolt. I had some CPU stress tests and stuff, but I took all that crap off because I don't need it anymore. Everything runs okay. Now, this is actually my first computer with Windows 10, but I just want to see if you go properties here. Yeah, there you go. It comes pre-installed with Windows 10. I did all the updates, whatever. Here's the, say it tells you all the little stuff, but I'm sure all of you already know this, but 7700 HQ, 2.80 gigahertz. This thing does have like that turbo boost stuff. I've never actually seen it in action because, like I said, I haven't like stressed this thing out that much. But I think it goes up to like 3.2 or something like that. The gigahertz when needed. And there's no information on the video card, but I already showed you that. That's pretty much it. I just want to show you guys. Honestly, this thing is really cool. A lot of people hate on them for the heating stuff and battery life and stuff like that. But honestly, the heat, there's a super easy fix, and this thing comes with Cool Boost, which is basically higher fan speeds on command. Like it gauges by itself when it needs to have a higher fan speed, so that's cool, and it actually does make like a lot of a difference, so that's fun. It doesn't have predator sense or anything, but I mean, I don't really need it. The Cool Boost does a good job at that, and plus with the undervolt, it's good. So all around, I love this thing. The performance is good. What am I doing here? The performance is good. It looks nice. I can play games on it. I mean, it's a 1050 Ti. It's obviously not the best video card, but a 1050 Ti for a laptop is pretty good. In my opinion, it could probably play all the games that I would ever play on a laptop if I ever do, but I have an Xbox, and I don't play PC games that much. I know my friends play on the Xbox, so I don't need that. I just wanted something good. This was on sale. I've had an Acer desktop in the past that I really liked. Well, actually, a while ago. It was my favorite Acer desktop. I think it's still... looks wise anyway. The tower is really cool, had like a lot of connectivity and stuff, and that thing I loved it, so I figured Acer, why not? I like Acer a lot, and I've never had a bad experience with them, so I figured I'd go with one of them, and it was on sale when I got it, so I was lucky there. And the SSD model, this one here, was a hell of a lot faster than the original one that I got with the mechanical hard drive with the i5 processor. The i5 one, the processor is fine. It's obviously just an SSD compared to a mechanical hard drive. Obviously, there's no contest. Now I'm just going to show you guys the outside of this as soon as it shuts off. The inside here is kind of like a matte, like a semi-gloss black with like a kind of really light textured feel to it. The keyboard, I love it. It's not really loud. It's comfortable. It's nice to type on. Has the number pad here on the side, power buttons up top, and then you have your function key with the volume up and down and the brightness of the screen left and right. The top is also plastic, but it kind of has like this sort of, you can't really see it well on my phone, but this brushed kind of texture on it, and the Acer in black. It's just straight up clean black. And the very nice red nitro bar here up top. It doesn't do anything, it's just colored, but it's not like too bright and flashy, so it looks pretty sick. Now what I wanted to show you guys right quick before I run out of memory on my phone, just give me a second. If you flip this thing over, you have the door for the secondary hard drive here. Mine's in there. It's a Samsung. I don't know what the RPMs are. Surprisingly, it wasn't written on the sticker. But secondary hard drive's in there. You have all your system stuff here. And here is the door for the RAM. This has 16 gigs, like I said, but this supports up to 32 gigs, which is pretty sweet for a laptop. You have your little battery reset there. And here you can't really see it, but the fan setup is just behind here. Now, as for connectivity, on the left side you have your Ethernet port here, USB here, HDMI, one USB 3.0, and of course your SD card reader. And on the other side, we have two more USBs. I don't know if you can see them yet. Two more USBs, the power port, and a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack that supports headphones with microphones and without whatever. And the back here has the exhaust port for the fan. It's just the one side. I don't know why they didn't make it both, but this side's just for looks, and this is where actually the hot air comes out, or actually warm air, because well, it doesn't really get that hot now with all the tweaks that I did and with my buddy to help me out. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, this is forward. There you go. That's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions or comments, or you want to know any other information that I may have missed over the video, feel free to write a comment, ask me questions, message me, whatever you guys want, video response, all that jazz. And if you guys are looking for a new laptop, I recommend this thing. It's pretty awesome. I mean, obviously it depends what you want to do, gaming, whatnot. For gaming, it's good. It has pretty decent specs for the price. And of course, just for computing, you couldn't ask for more. This thing's got everything you need. Unfortunately, laptops do not come with optical drives anymore. I know everybody's asking me why I wanted one. Nobody uses them anymore. I personally like to have an optical drive. This one doesn't have one, obviously, as you can see, and it's quite thin considering it's a gaming laptop, which is also cool. It is a bit wide, but I mean, you want a nice screen, that's what you get. It's not that heavy either. I think it's decently portable for the specs and the size of it. But like everybody does now, external optical drive. I have an LG something or other, ultra thin something. I bought that just in case. But yeah, this thing's pretty much the complete package. So if you're looking for a decent laptop to do whatever, I definitely recommend the Nitro 5. And of course, if you have the better budget, you can go with the Predator and get the 1060. But the 1050 Ti is all right. I'm happy with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I know it's a little bit rushed. I've been really busy, started school and working part-time and whatnot. But I just want to get this out there onto my YouTube. And before this thing gets replaced by some other model, I wanted to let you guys know what I thought and how it is. So like I said, leave a comment, like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And if you guys want any other information I may have missed, don't feel free to hit me up. Don't be shy. Have a good one, guys. Ciao.